I got some nitpicky things that just, why? The biggest one being the fact that they changed the Millennium Falcon. Why did you do that? When they get on the Millennium Falcon, the nose hole is plugged.
Yep.
As a solid piece for no conceivable reason. And I was like, oh, okay. You know, it was one of these things. Oh, we want to show that the Millennium Falcon also changed over the course of this movie so that it's got some kind of object relevance. Aside from the fact that we're going to imbue it with a soul, apparently wasn't enough. So no, we gotta give it a nose job too. But then how did they accomplish the nose job? In the exploding blast away from the black hole, it just gets ripped off.
No, and that's not what happened.
That's not what happened?
No, they explain when they first get to the Millennium Falcon, something like, oh, you know, I see you've made a lot of modifications, and Lando says, right. Oh yeah, totally, I've done this, and this, and I've installed an escape pod. Which escape pods were always a part of the Millennium Falcon because in A New Hope, when the Empire comes, the officer reports to Darth Vader when the Millennium Falcon first comes into the hangar bay.
Right. Several escape pods have all been fired. Yeah.
So so that is part of Millennium Falcon lore, and then we see it. Okay, no souls plugged. Okay, then when they are being chased by the space squid, Han says, "I've got this plan. Like, be ready to fire the escape pod." Right. Fire the escape pod, and that's what. Oh,
that's the nose plug? Is the escape pod?
The escape
pod. Well, that's even worse.
I agree.
That's even worse. Oh, no, I didn't even realize that. I thought they lost it in the blast, and then they just never fixed it again.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be the escape pod?
Or a escape pod.
No, that's real bad, because, of course, right, it always has escape pods. Ugh, I didn't even understand. Although that does bring me to my next nitpicky thing, which is the black frickin' hole in the middle of this maelstrom.
I figured that was going to happen. I figured we were going to get into some black hole physics here.
Yes. And I get, we didn't call it a black hole, we called it a gravity well. Well, whatever, same thing, but fine. You've got a giant squid living in the middle of your maelstrom, and at least we kind of, LD123 or whatever her name is, she hinted that such creatures could exist, sucking up, eating vacuum and bada. Fine. Apparently it doesn't eat vacuum. Apparently it eats ships that happen to fly in, and it's got a mouth, and I don't care about that.
Yeah, okay.
You're allowed to make your aliens whatever you want, especially since it's sort of supposed to be a throwback to the sock puppet space slug that lives in the asteroid in the first one. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
The aliens don't have to make sense. But you're telling me that it lives in the center of this ever-present cosmic maelstrom next to a black hole, and it doesn't know how the black hole works? This is a thing that it's lived with its whole life. It has no comprehension of how it works. So the point where it's chasing a piece of prey, a smaller piece of prey splits off, and instead of going after the big one that's going away from the black hole, it chases the small one going directly into the center of the black hole, because this has never come up before in its life. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I'm not even complaining about the fact that the black hole didn't work like a black hole, that it worked like you pulled the plug out of a sink. I'm okay. I don't care that it wasn't a realistic black hole with an event horizon and all the craziness going on with that. It can be a glowy whirlpool in space because it's Star Wars. But you don't know how it works? You didn't even trick them. That's the trick? That's your thing? Your plan? That was crap. And again, was a perfect reason why it's less scary and interesting and suspenseful to have a squid and a black hole than just pick one. Why did we need to be escaping from both? No reason. Because they did a first pass of it.
Adam, stakes.
I know. And there are fewer stakes if you have both than if you have one. And they did the first draft, and it wasn't exciting enough, so they added a second thing. And guess what? It was not more exciting. Or if it was, then it was too exciting, because then everything that comes after it is meaningless, tepid nonsense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Those are my two big nitpicks.